Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer and this here is November 2020 reading for Sun, Moon, Rising sign Capricorn. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. We're going to start with your theme for the month. So what's the theme for the month for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign for November 2020? Okay, so we have let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Bottom of the deck, we have single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. Okay. So with this let your personality shine, right? Some of you may be kind of with the single-mindedness as well, like in pursuit of something, right? Maybe like a new job or a new project, anything, whatever it may be. And you may be very focused on it to the point where you may be comparing yourself to others or kind of feeling kind of lost or like, excuse me, like unsure of yourself. Right. And with the let your personality shine is you know, for the month of November, remember like who you are. Right. It always makes me think of like Rafiki in The Lion King, where he's like, remember. But it's like, remember who you are and what you bring to the table, and let that shine, let that kind of guide you and kind of open up the doors for you. Like, don't feel like you have to kind of rush or like be like everybody else or whatever it is, right? Because you have your own thing that you bring to this, right? That sets you apart. So make sure that you are aware of that and that you're using that to your advantage. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into the reading. Let's see what's going on here for you guys for November 2020. Okay, so we have here for your blessing for the month, we have financial constraints. Your challenge for the month, we have rest and rejuvenation. Your message for the month, we have door to romance. And your lesson for the month, victory. Okay, so it looks like here with this financial constraints, you guys may be going through, you know, something financially that may be, you know, a bit hard, right? Some of you may have experienced a loss when it comes to jobs or just some kind of financial shift or change that kind of maybe making it hard for you to, right, with this rest and rejuvenation, to feel at peace. But with your message for the month, we have door to romance, right? So it's like a need here for the month of November to kind of open up to greater possibilities, right? To kind of open your heart, to open your mind, and to remember who you are, remember how worthy you are, and remember kind of like what I was saying, like what you bring to the table, right? You may be kind of very much focused on kind of, you know, kind of getting back to stability, comfort, peace, right? But it kind of starts within here, right? It doesn't start outside of you or in your bank account. It starts with what's going on within you, right? So make sure that you're aware of yourself. You're making time to kind of ease your mind, to relax, right? Because if you're so much focused on what isn't working, it's going to be hard for you to kind of open up to these greater possibilities, to open up to this money, this abundance coming in that you want for yourself. Okay, but let's clarify here these cards. right? And some of you, it may not be that, it may not be money that's the issue. It could be, you know, that you may be wanting to kind of open up to love, or just kind of good feelings, but you may be feeling here kind of lost, or just kind of like not your best. So it's kind of important here with the let your personality shine and victory to know your worth, to know who you are, to know what you deserve, and not to feel like, you know, a failure, or to feel like it's never going to come, right? But to kind of trust in your connection to the divine, and in your grandness, your divinity, and your ability to kind of call in what it is that you want for yourself. Okay? I'm sorry for my sniffling, you guys. Yeah, so with this King of Cups here driving this energy, I feel like some of you, it may be like an emotional time here, right? And for others, it may be that, you know, you are, like I was saying, kind of focused on love. You kind of want new love to come in. You may have kind of experienced some kind of breakup or whatever it may be, right? But clarifying the financial constraints, we have here the Ten of Wands and the World. So I feel like, you know, you guys may be kind of emotionally overwhelmed, or just overwhelmed when it comes to these financial constraints, or whatever it is that you feel may be kind of lacking in your life here. But with the World here, you know, things are shifting and things are changing, and this kind of cycle is coming to an end. But it's going to be important for you here to kind of stay focused on what it is that you want, and to make space for it, right? To kind of close out this kind of chapter in your life, to kind of let those things go, and to kind of open yourself, and to focus your mind on what it is that you want, right? And to believe within yourself that you are able to manifest it, right? We do have the Magician here, to believe in your own worthiness of what it is that you want, and to kind of be ready and prepared to kind of go get it, right? It's kind of like that go-getter mentality, right? With this Rest and Rejuvenate, you may be kind of looking outside of yourself for this change, but it's this change kind of starts within yourself, right? When you kind of come into alignment within yourself with what it is that you want, and you start making moves and changes within yourself, those changes are reflected back to you on the outside world. So, right, don't try and kind of shift and change everything on the outside, right? Make sure that you're connecting with yourself and what you want internally first, that you let go of this kind of emotional overwhelm, these fears, these insecurities, these burdens that you may still be carrying because of these financial constraints, and kind of let those go, and kind of clear that out, so that you can refocus and reframe your mind and your being to what it is that you really want, okay? And clarifying the door to romance, we have the Magician and the Sun, right, for your lesson for the month, right? And so with this, it's like you have the power here with this Magician to kind of shift and change things, to manifest what it is that you want, right? But it kind of starts within first, like I was saying. Excuse me. It starts with, you know, the heart, with what it is you focus on, what it is you focus your attention on, setting your intentions for what it is that you want to come in, and believing in the ability for you to manifest it, and for the divine to deliver it to you, okay? And so with your lesson for the month, victory, we have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, right? So there is this Ace of Pentacles coming in for you, right? But it's kind of like you need to believe, you need to kind of open yourself to it, and not be afraid that, you know, something cataclysmic cataclysmic or catastrophic will happen here with this financial constraints, right? You may be focusing your intention on these financial constraints or what is kind of lacking or barren in your life at this time. And you've been holding on to that, and it's kind of time for you to kind of let it go and to open up to greater possibilities, right? We have this Six of Wands energy here twice with this victory, right? It's like a need to believe in your own worth, to believe in your ability to create it and to have it without any kind of strings attached, right? But it starts within first. It starts with your heart. It starts with you connecting to it and believing in it, okay? But let's get your affirmation for the month. Okay, so we have, I have dreams, but I will not let them stop me from enjoying this moment. The question to go along with that: what is one thing I dwell on that muddies my ability to be present? How can I let go of this today? Okay. Right. So don't kind of focus so much on what it is that you want that you kind of, feel empty, or you feel like, you just kind of see this void where you want to see this dream or this star coming in, right? The star already kind of lives within you. It's like about you tapping into that energy within yourself and bringing it forth into the physical world, okay? Because you are the magician here. You have the ability to bring forth, to call forth what it is that you want and manifest it here into the 3D reality. But if you feel like it's kind of off there somewhere in la la land and it's kind of like impossible for you to reach it, it's going to be hard for you to, one, get there, but also for you to enjoy where you are now, right? So make sure that this looks a lot like this. That's funny. That you're remembering that, you're worthy of what it is that you want, that you already have it within you, that you claim it for yourself, right? And that you don't focus on the fact that it's not here right now, right? Because, hey man, if we focused on the things that, weren't present in our hand right now, most people would be like not wanting to go to work because you don't get that check for like 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So don't focus on that, right? Because it's coming. It's coming. It's just about you kind of getting ready for it and accepting it before it appears, okay? But let's see what you should focus on for the month of November 2020. Okay, so we have discernment, assessing, and will, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have action, all right? We have a lot of balloons here, things that look like air balloons, but hey, That's just me. But I feel like, you know, you guys are in a space right now where you're trying to kind of figure out where you're going, what you want, this kind of thing, right? So for the month of November, just make sure that you're, with this discernment here, that you're focusing on positive things, right? You're focusing on what you want to come in, right? And with assessing, that you're figuring out what you need to do to get there. And with the will, that you're taking the necessary steps, you're making the necessary changes in your life, within yourself, whatever it is, so that you can get there, right? For some of you here with the discernment, right, you may still be figuring out what it is that you want or where it is you're trying to go, right? So if that is you, if you resonate with that, just make sure that you're, right, with this assessing, that you're coming back to what, you know, makes you you, what makes you tick, what you want, who you are, and how you can utilize that, right? And that you're using it for good, right? Hey man, you can use it for bad, I don't know, but you're using what you got to get what you want. All right, that's what you need to focus on for the month of November. All right, but let's get your advice, and then we're going to get your final message and close this out. So what's the advice here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising sign for November 2020. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have here shame, bad boy, no biscuit. Okay, and then we have balance, steady as she goes, celebration, acknowledge your victories, choice, get off the fence, and solitude, time to restore and honor, acknowledge you, me, and we, right? For some of you, you may still be, like I was saying, in the kind of figuring it out space with this choice, and trying to figure out which move to make next. If that is true, it's kind of time for you here to focus on spending some time with yourself, right? To figure out which moves you want to make, where you want to go, how you want to use, you know, your knowledge, what you've learned thus far, what you're good at, that kind of thing, to progress you and to move you towards your star, to move you towards your goal. Okay, with this honor, acknowledge you, me, and we, there may be some things here that you may have picked up or learned from, be it, you know, family members or friends, that you can utilize, but also, you know, make sure that you're going to your elders or someone that you know, trust in, that you have faith in, that you feel can guide you, right? If you feel like you don't know, or you feel like you're lost, or you have no idea which moves to make next, it may be good for you to go to those elders, your ancestors as well. If you do practice ancestor veneration, spend some time with them, you know, getting messages, encouragement, knowledge from them, and using that to make your choice. Okay, and with the balance and celebration, right, it's like here, for those of you who are in a space where, you know, you've been chugging along, you've been moving, right, just make sure that you're balancing. Right here with this 10 of Wands, I feel like, you know, you may have a lot on your plate, or you may be doing a lot. Just make sure you're not overwhelming yourself. Make sure you're taking time for yourself to rest, to rejuvenate, and to enjoy how far you've come thus far, right? Not to get so focused on how far you need to go, but that you pay attention and you celebrate your victories, okay? But let's go ahead and get your final message, and then we're going to close this out. We have here, dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm. Loving you always. All right? But that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can see more videos like this one. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.